13 Harvest Festival in lovely Harrodsburg, Kentucky, down at a little farm that Pete and Brenda call Terrapin Hill, interviewing a hot band here, a band I really enjoy. Got a lot of them here. I'll let these guys go around the horn, introduce themselves, tell us a little bit about them and their band, and also talk a little bit about the members of the band that aren't here.
Well, hi everyone. My name is Dan, Dan Stevens. I'm the Driftwood Ginger, our concierge, if you will. I'm responsible for arranging things and making sure people are watered and happy on the stage.
The man behind the scenes.
I just make sure everybody's doing the happiness.
Hey you guys, what's up? I'm Derek Oldham, guitar, vocals, songwriter, good friend. How it always goes.
He sings, he dances.
Yeah, we do it all. I'm from Paris, Kentucky, originally.
I'm Conrad Dillinger. I play the drums of this group, and I feel very lucky to be playing with them. We all have such a good vibe where even if we weren't playing music, we could just kick it all day long and just have a riot. And I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm Big Chill. I do guitar and vocal. From here in Harrodsburg.
You're right.
It's
Give them your credentials. Sell yourself.
just glad to be a part of this group as anybody else, man. This is an enlightening experience.
Jason Adams, originally from Versailles, live in Lexington. That's how I met all these crazy fellers. Play lead and slide guitar. Very proud to be in this band. We've grown so much in just a little over a year. It amazes me to this day.
Yeah, well, you guys are playing at Terrapin. That's something big within a year.
It's a really good thing with this band.
Yeah. And here's the baby.
The baby. The new guy.
My name is Ryan. I'm the keyboard player. Newest addition to Driftwood Gypsy, and
Taking you to church.
Fantastic journey. Every day I ride a unicorn.
Every day I ride a unicorn.
Hey, shout out to Mark since he's not here.
Yeah, shout out to Mark. He's somewhere.
Our buddy Mark.
With us in spirit.
Mark's the wildest one. That's probably why he's not here.
Yeah, he's our bass player. His name's Mark Falk. If you guys ever look him up on Facebook or anything, I think we call him Marker Falker. So yeah, he is exactly that. He's a Marker Falker, so he's not here.
He's from outer space.
Yeah, that dude's from a different world.
Space church.
He's a different beast. On the guitar, on the bass guitar, he never ceases to just shock us at every gig on some new sound that he busts out, and he definitely adds a lot of the weird to us, and we love that shit about him.
He plays with us, and we play a little bit of everything as far as genres. We'll play bluegrass, we'll play southern rock like Allman Brothers sound and stuff, and drop out of that and go into soul, and then wrap it up with a samba beat from Santana, and then
Yeah, he's right there with his
it's really crazy because as diverse as everybody's musical tastes are, it all matches really well. And although Mark's wild and crazy, and you see him up there killing it, he's a bass player in a jazz band as well, and he plays the flute.
Hey, wow.
So
he'll laugh playing.
Yeah. So I mean, he's just a different. It's a different type of creativity that I think we bring that a lot of bands don't, because like we'll call each other during the week. We have practice on Sundays usually. By Wednesday, everybody's got a new song. Let's do this, and then we get to practice, and we just drop stuff right on the spot where we're like, oh yeah, we can, But the first thing we do, they're like, oh, that's really, really pretty. And everybody's like, yeah, that's pretty. The very next thing I do is like, how can we make it weird? Before we play it out to everybody else. It could be pretty, that's great.
Right.
That's fine. Let's make it weird and different,
Excellent. I'll let you guys answer this one individually. I'm sure one person can answer this. I'll just let whoever you think would answer it most appropriately. How'd you guys end up coming up with a name for the band?
Who knows? Who knows best?
I just signed off on it.
Yeah,
They were like, "Do you
the
like
oldest
this?" I was
member.
like, "I love it."
Whose idea was it?
Yeah.
I think this
Yeah,
is episode
D's.
Tell us
D.
about it.
D
Yeah,
named
as far
us.
as the dog.
D put us all together, really. D recruited
Yeah, it
us
all
all
started from him.
individually, and actually, everybody was already signed up to play the band. I was like, well, if you need a drummer, you know, I'd love to come play with you all. But D, I mean, he even found our new pianist. He's definitely put us all together, and he got the name. So,
So how'd you end up coming up with it, man?
I listen to a lot of music. I'm a big vinyl head, and the old Crosby, Still, Nash and Young, is that what it was, or was it the band?
the band.
It was actually the band, yeah. Arcadian Driftwood.
Oh.
Yeah,
There's
there's
that
that.
phrase, Arcadian
Gypsy
Driftwood,
Yeah.
Gypsy
Oh,
Tailwind.
Yeah, so I don't know. It was one of my more enlightened moments. I was like, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, they
Driftwood
call
Gypsy.
my home.
It's kind of redundancy if you think about
Yeah,
it.
it is,
Gypsy
right.
just floats around,
Drifting, yeah.
you know, on land, and Driftwood floats around on water.
It's versatility.
Yeah,
it's not redundancy.
it's multitasking
Yeah,
at its
yeah,
best,
come on.
if you will. You know,
Excellent. I'll let you guys go around the horn on this one. When you guys are bringing different tunes to the practices, and you know, as far as each song that you guys like and you want the band to play, or if you're writing music, you know, for the next album you guys are coming out with, have you got any certain musical or lyrical influences that you like to bring to the table?
Well, I don't do much musical involvement in the band, but I do enjoy a rap or a good writing down of some lyrics. I don't think we've used anything I've written yet. But there's been some writings, and we're going to incorporate them, I'm sure, eventually. Influences involve you know, all kinds of freaky stuff. Just all kinds of freaky stuff.
Like, well, we all write music. We play songs that Jason's written, Chill's written, Dee's written, I've written. Ryan's got some new ones that we haven't learned yet. Mark's got some new ones that we haven't learned yet. And everybody has their approach to making their own song. And we just try to sit in the very beginning and look at the message of the song and what we try to get across. And from that, we basically, you know, the genre and the different changes and stuff. And a lot of my favorite songs that we play have just been stuff that we collectively come up together, like in a practice where we're all just getting
Jamming.
along, and everybody's writing their own part as it goes along.
Oh, the train song.
And everybody is exciting each other by the parts that they're writing, and so it just kind of builds. And I think that's what excites us the most about the music that we put together.
I mean, really, I don't. I sit down, I love so, you know, I don't bring a whole lot to the table when I come in. I just love to sing, and love to belt it out. So whatever anybody.
Probably
brings
also
out,
the most humble person.
Yeah, modern.
right.
Who do you think about when you're getting ready to have a performance then? Like
I
who
have a
do you
lot
try
of-
to maybe channel anybody or?
Just about anybody, really. I mean, you take
Sometimes when you
take
get
a
that
little bit
smile
from
and you get
everybody.
your
It's
eyes
kinda-
closed, you
yeah.
get that Ray Charles look
It's like
sometimes.
a Ray Charles or a Stevie Wonder, because that's who I grew up listening to. You know, those are really influential characters.
That's
in
where I grew up with, like,
music
the
song.
Allman Brothers and Sly and the Family Stone, and Shuggy Otis and Curtis Mayfield, and, you know, stuff like that, like the Temptations and Diana Ross and the Supremes and Aretha Franklin, you know, James Brown. It was like my dad's. That's why I'm a big vinyl collector now. So, like, definitely all the people that we look up to as musicians are, like, you know, the ones who were always the most creative, you know,
Right.
the ones who didn't just do what was popular at the moment, you know. So,
Let you answer that. See if you've got any musical or lyrical influence that you like to bring to the table.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
One, like Connor
Oh,
was
yeah.
saying, what I love most about this band is everyone's got their own different influences and it comes together so beautifully.
right.
Me personally, I love the late 60s, early 70s rock and roll, just good old rock and roll, but I really love the blues. So I got those influences.
Slide player, so.
Yeah.
So, and that was one of the things that I definitely, I'd only played the guitar for a year, and then, you know, I put the band together, like picked everybody. It was like one thing I definitely will have to have is a slide player. And so it was just by coincidence, we have a bunch of friends that all play, you know, in Lexington, all around together, you know, just come over, hey, come over to the house, we're picking on the porch, you know. And that we were over at our friend Lee Owen's house, and
oh yeah, I interviewed him earlier.
yeah, we were over at our
wonderful.
buddy's Lee Owen's house, and his sister's in Lee Owen's Very Garcia band. Catherine, she's a vocalist there, and I was like, Catherine, I tried to get a hold of your brother, Jason. I was like, I want him to play slide in my band. That's the last piece, you know, that I need really. And she was like, okay, and she gave me his number wrong. So for like 2 weeks, dude, I saw him. I was like, man,
Been trying to call you.
I've been trying to call you.
Trying to avoid your sister?
Yeah, you
Gave her the wrong number?
Yeah, dude. So it was just really weird how everything just fell together. And I mean, it's really wild looking like, you know, our first show was out here at Terrapin last year. You know, we've been together for like 2 months.
Yeah.
You know,
Right on eye
you know,
opener.
which Pete and Brenda was like, you know, they heard us and they're like, yeah, come on play, which is really cool. And we got invited back to Harvest, and this year I think we've played, what, 5 or 6 music festivals this summer all together. I mean, we play all the time. We like to play as many places as we can. So if you see this and you need a band to play at your bar or at your bar mitzvah or your houseboat
Contact Daniel
or
Stevens
your
at
wife's 50th anniversary party, anything like that, Driftwood Gypsy, we will do it.
Shameless advertising.
Shameless self-promotion and
gmail.com, I
advertising.
believe.
Here you go.
What about you? We'll let you answer that, man. Since you're the new guy, is there anybody that you're bringing to the table that they might not know about?
Not really. To be honest, these guys are so versatile already.
We just vibe off each other. Don't we?
Yeah, we just pretty much vibe off each other, and I'm, you know, I pride myself on versatility as far as music. You know, if you want to put an age on it, I guess 19th century. I have pieces that I admire. You know, I'm just a fan of music. I'm a student, man. I've learned so much from these guys. So I just bring whatever, man. I don't, you know.
Yeah, we try not to sound really like no one else.
Right.
Like we try
Unique
to,
sound.
but even if like we, you know, might play a bass line from one song, the rest of the song's either original or we've chopped like 5 different, you know, pieces out of influences that we've all melted together, you know.
Yeah, sometimes we definitely want to like reach that nostalgic vibe with people and put little flares of things in
Right.
and kind of try to tie things together. But
Excellent, excellent. So that's that question covered. We'll let you guys answer this individually too. Since you guys are starting to play more and more out at these live music festivals, what do you like best about playing live?
I have a lot of fun every time we go out to a festival, walking around and meeting people and talking to them about the band and telling them all these wonderful stories and letting them know all of my favorite songs and getting them pumped about the band and then seeing them at the concert, seeing them at the show,
Jamming.
and running up to them and hugging them, dancing with them for a second. I've met a lot of great people. I met a hula hoop artist in Knoxville that wants us to come. She's got a whole bunch of friends. Oh, it was wonderful. It was just
Bunch of hot friends.
Oh, it was just a great little encounter, all because I'd brought up the band to her. It was wonderful. It was wonderful.
Yeah, it's really really awesome to like come out and play and feel, especially at a music festival, the energy from the people that are out in the crowd looking back at you, because it's like they're already the fire. You have to be the gasoline. And the more of you they get, the more, you know, they burn. You know, like it's really cool. You know, like seeing, you know, being that we write most of our stuff is our original, and seeing people that you don't know that you've never seen singing your songs and dancing. You know, like people dance. You know, that's really awesome. So
Excellent.
So that's what we try. We just try to make people boogie. That's all we want to do. I think that's our job as musicians is to put something out there that people can dig and really get into. You know.
Yeah, I think you guys do that pretty well. I think you do it pretty well. Go ahead and let him answer. What he likes best about playing live?
There definitely is no greater feeling than seeing people just be happy and getting down to, you know, a message that you're trying to get across, or just a groove that you're trying to get across. And I think, you know, music is the only universal language that we all have to connect to each other. And so it's really awesome just to be able to see somebody just get down and be happy. And to me, that is the most satisfying. They know they're having fun, but I promise they're not having as much fun as I am playing and watching them have fun.
Right.
To me, that's the best.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Yeah, it's like a big old transfusion of energy between the band and the crowd, and it's, you know, you get all those hugs and those smiles, and you try to give them back as much as possible. You know, it's cool to be able to get into it and let folk know how you feel, because they feel the same way. You know, or maybe they don't, and maybe they will at some point. You know, you never know. So it's really fun to be able to express that amongst people you don't, people that you do know.
There's no greater feeling than playing on stage, period. And to be outside a beautiful farm like this is my favorite place on earth, Terrapin Hill Farm. I've been coming out here for 10 years now, and be able to play out here and see all the people
I saw the shirt.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Survivors 06, nasty flood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to
Yeah, it was
play
nice.
out on this beautiful farm in front of all these great people who really enjoy what we're doing.
And thank you, Pete and Brenda, by the way,
Yes,
for
Thank you, Pete and Brenda.
if you guys don't know who Pete
Oh, yeah,
and
we
Brenda Cashel are out there, you should definitely check out what they do here at Terrapin Hill Farm. It's definitely a good time. Great people. They're some of the best, and we just want to say thank you.
And not only do they do the music festival thing, it's also an educational
Right,
farm.
absolutely.
You know, as far
Yeah.
as bringing your kids out, school classes, stuff like that. It's a
Right.
working organic farm.
Right.
And there's a family here that supports all of those
Right,
things.
it's a beautiful thing. What you're doing out
Right.
here. I love connecting with the crowd, I guess, would probably be my favorite thing about playing at these festivals and stuff.
Right.
Meet a lot of interesting people and see a lot of interesting things. It's fun time,
Yeah.
It's unique.
Yeah.
to say the least.
Yeah.
For me, if you're a musician, if you consider yourself a musician, then you have to understand that playing live is organic. It's like the purest form of music.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the litmus test.
You don't get that in the studio.
You have to
know,
have
like if
that.
you're in the studio,
Yeah.
you can still jam, but it's like you're jamming to each other.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, like
It's-
and you don't get to
fun.
see people dancing and smiling and
Standing there with their jaws dropped, like,
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
God.
yeah, absolutely. Like so.
It's pure ecstasy for a musician. So, yeah, that's why it's better than conductors.
Excellent, excellent. Do you guys have any place, and I'll let one of you guys answer it, whoever you think's most qualified. Is there any place online where you could get your music? You could, Reverb Nation, iTunes, anything like that? Do you guys have a website or a Facebook page you want to mention? Yeah, Daniel, we'll let you answer here since you're the mouthpiece.
Dan.
Oh, that's Dan.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm D.
Wait a second. That was D. This is Dan. Yeah, we have several places where you can get our music. We have a Reverb Nation page.
Archive.
We have an archive.org page.
Archive.org is where everything's at.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
absolutely.
all of our
We
shows.
record
Yeah, that's where
every
you need
show
to get
that we
everything.
play on a little tiny recorder, and it's wonderful. It's pretty good quality too for an open air recorder like that.
Right.
And it's on archive.org. We have a little bit of music on Facebook. We have a CD of our live recordings that's available too. A lot of times we'll have them during our shows. What, is there any other places? I think that's it.
Yeah, we're in the process right now of recording our first album,
Oh.
Yeah.
and yeah.
How far along are you on that?
I'd say
Just
about,
starting?
Well, I'd say about halfway.
hard
And
to
the
get
funny
everybody
thing is, like, we're recording this album. It's not done yet, and we've already got like 12 new songs that we haven't even played out yet. You know that can't go on this CD. You know,
Yep.
but
Wrap it up.
so you got to make another one. You know, so it's gonna be, and that's what's crazy about us. People are like, how'd you come up with that? You know, like. We don't know, like, materials, I don't think ever gonna be a problem. Like, ever. Like, I don't know, so it's fun. It's
Just
definitely
blow
a
your
lot
way.
of fun.
Just blow your way.
So besides the album coming out hopefully next year, you guys have any other big plans you're looking forward to in 2013, or big festivals you're playing at? I'll let each one answer individually here. Go around the horn.
Well, I'm trying to think. Like I said, I've met some wonderful people that have connected me to different locations all over. We've got some opportunities to play north of Lexington in Cincinnati, Columbus. If we hooked up with our friends from Mojo Flow,
Right.
Knoxville, like I was saying earlier, Nashville. So we've got a lot of potentials. Right now, we have a lot of local shows scheduled. I don't think we have anything tremendous coming up, do we?
No, not super big. This is kind of like
We're on our
Last-
off season right now.
this is the last festival of the season.
How many have we done?
Do
we do six?
Is your swan song?
Yeah, so
We look forward to
So,
this one since
and-
last year.
Oh yeah.
yeah, and even with that, you know, coming out here and playing a festival, we still play 2 or 3 shows a week.
Right.
And you know, are recording an album, and you know, like so many things going on.
Tell them about
all
Supermoon
at
into
the
the wedding
same
party.
time. Say what?
Supermoon into the wedding party.
Oh, I'll let you talk about that.
We played the Supermoon River Festival in Elkhorn City, near Pikeville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
And it was a great time. There were a bunch of wild folk out there. We got to river stomping and riding around in the rapids. It's great. But then promptly after we left, we piled into some cars. We had a big old trailer and we drove to a wedding party.
Yeah,
In our sweaty clothes from the river. we were
headlined a
all-
festival.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Played in the river all day, and then went and played at a wedding on a golf course at a country club.
Oh, they loved us.
Breaking
They had us
Oh,
with,
we were all-
the upper
Man, they were
crust,
all
eating
dressed
dinner
up
at
and
the
everything. And we were
buffet.
like, oh,
It was great.
boy. Y'all want to hear some music?
I know for a fact we all look forward to this one the best
Yeah.
out of the whole year. But I mean, last year we played a couple. This year we played a couple more, and it really just seems like the opportunities have just opened up with us, and we're not done playing this year. But I'm definitely already looking forward to all the invitations of people that we've just
You guys have momentum.
along
Oh,
the
yeah.
way, and to see that momentum build is awesome.
Excellent. Got any big plans you're looking forward to this year, man?
Man, just continuing with these guys. Every day is a new experience and a growing experience. So I look forward to all of those.
Dee's got a birthday on Halloween. We'll probably
Oh,
play
there
us
you
a
go.
fun costume
yeah.
party.
Yeah.
That's the next big one I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, my old Halloween Scorpio.
Dia de los
baby.
Muertos will be fun.
Yeah, we are playing a big Day of the Dead, a Dia de los Muertos show in Lexington. It's an invitation-only party,
Oh.
but it's a big jammy jam that's gonna be going on.
It'll be on a
so-
front lawn somewhere.
Yeah,
Is it?
We're getting some random parties that people want
Yeah,
to book
that-
us for. There's just
that
like,
are absolutely insane.
Yeah,
Like, you know, like you guys
also
are throwing like
another
a
good
little
way to
mini
meet a bunch of
camp-out
random
festival.
people, just like the festival scene.
Yeah.
Right.
It's pretty cool and it's more private.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Good settings. Any big plans for 2013 besides the album that you looking
Church.
forward to?
Church. Playing in church.
Playing church. Yeah. Every gig that I've did with these guys so far it's gotten bigger and bigger. You spoke of momentum. The momentum has been gradually rolling every show, you know. So I'm just excited. What's next? I'm just on board.
Just don't leave me.
Floating down the river.
All right, I just wrap this up with one quick question here. I know you guys have a lot of important things to do at Terrapin, a lot of places to go, people to see, moonshine to drink, stuff like that.
Clink.
What do you think your favorite Grateful Dead song is? And at the same time, if you want to give out any shout outs or thank yous to any of your friends or family who help you along the way, you're more than welcome to.
Oh,
If you're a fan.
That is such a wonderful question. Thank you for asking that.
Oh, no,
My absolute favorite Grateful Dead song is a cover that they did, originally done by Marty Robbins, called Big Iron. And we actually had the privilege of hearing someone play it out here earlier this weekend. Lee Owens. Lee Owens,
Warren Cross-eyed,
excuse me.
yeah.
He will play it for me if ever I ask him whenever he's got his acoustic guitar. He knows I love it so much. The story of a Texas Ranger rolls down to shoot an outlaw because he's done so bad. They tell him, no, don't do it. He's too strong. He's going to get you. But what do they say? The Ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Oh, it's a good song. It's a good song.
Check it out. Yeah, it is.
My favorite Grateful Dead song is probably West LA Fade Away.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you what it's about. I'm just gonna leave that open to interpretation.
That's right. Check out In the Dark. Yeah, the album,
Yeah,
In the Dark.
yeah, but there's my answer.
I don't know how you pick a song from a band that has like an awesome song for
it's
every
kinda
feeling.
hard.
It's a tough question. I
that you're
agree.
feeling, but I think one of the things that I appreciate a lot in music is harmony, and so I'm gonna say Ripple.
Ooh.
Ripple is
That's a popular one.
Is one of my favorite, like Grateful Dead. The message, just the powerful chords behind it. I like it.
I'm just now getting open to the Grateful Dead, so this is a new experience for me, and to find out different songs and things like that. So I don't have anything off the top of my head.
There's an infinite amount of them.
Yeah.
There's just
They got a lot of good
tons,
jams.
So I'm just loving every moment of it.
What about that one that's like, you know that one with a little.
It's hard for me to narrow it down. Another great catalog of music, but speaking of the harmonies, like Conrad was talking about, I Know You Rider.
Oh
That's
yeah.
a good one, especially the Europe 72 cut.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The perfect version of that song. It's so well done.
I'm with Conrad. I like Ripple a lot.
Ripple. There you go. It's a cool tune.
It's a favorite.
It's a cool tune. Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of people say Ripple, Dark Star.
Man, I lost my step earlier when Barry Garcia did Sugar E. I was like,
Oh yeah. You gotta shake it.
Friend of the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's too many good ones.
There
Too many
are.
good
You
ones.
just list them on forever and ever and ever.
Every album.
Yeah, some
I like,
people it's a real easy question, other people it's a real hard
Yeah, I
question.
knew
I
the
like
answer
the,
right away, but there are so many good ones.
It's not the Grateful Dead, but my dad gave me some Jerry Garcia with the Allman Brothers from the Cow Palace, New Year's Eve, 1971. And,
It's a good era for both of them. Both the bands,
yeah. That show's amazing. Amazing. If you can get
check
your
that one
hands
out
on
online.
that,
You go to Archive, you can
it's
check
a
it out.
four-set, yeah.
Oh yeah, Archive's probably got it.
Definitely get that.
It's
Cow
probably one of their
Palace.
8,600
Yeah,
Grateful Dead
there's
concerts
a
they have on
selfless
there.
plug that I can
But
support all
listen,
day.
it's not just that.
Archive.org.
It's the Allman Brothers with Jerry Garcia, Boz Scaggs, and
Merle Sanders?
Merle Sanders. Yep.
Yeah, I played
It's
one of those
insane.
tunes off that show.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. I really like. I had a segment called Special Guest where I'd play, be it David Crosby or the Allman Brothers or
Right.
whoever. Just
Yeah,
joining
that
Grateful
come and
Dead
go
on
blues
stage.
off that. Yeah, that's like
It's
one
good
of my
stuff.
all-time favorites.
Well, I'm going to roll out of here. I do thank the Driftwood Gypsies for coming in and talking to Ramblin' Rob on the greatest story ever told. I wish you guys a lot of success in the future and look
Thanks,
forward to
Rob.
hearing a lot of good things
Yeah,
from
man.
you. You guys definitely need to be checked out. Check out their Facebook page.
Yeah.
Check out their music online, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. I imagine you'll probably be rocking your boots off.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.